breath still tastes like rain and your cheap perfume. I traced your name into the dust upon the shelf. I traced your name into the dust upon the shelf. A silent promise that I broke to myself. I keep the key, though the lock has changed its mind. A burning memory is all you left behind. Now the night is colder than the day you walked away. And all I hear are the echoes of yesterday, a symphony of heartbreak that will never fade. The sharpest pain is knowing that you're breathing free, while every single breath I take still chokes on you and me. I'm lost inside this wreckage of a love that died too soon. I searched the mirror for the man I used to be, before the silence came and stole the life from me. We built a castle out of sand, right by the ocean tide. We saw the warning signs, but we just chose to hide. I keep the key, though the lock has changed its mind. A burning memory is all you left behind. And now the night is colder than the day you walked away. And all I hear are the echoes of yesterday, a symphony of heartbreak that will never fade. The sharpest pain is knowing that you're breathing free, while every single breath I take still chokes on you and me. Haunted by the shadows of a sunless afternoon. If I could buy back just 1 hour from the passing time, I wouldn't waste it trying to make you mine. I'd only tell you all the things I failed to say, to burn the maps that showed you how to get away. Oh, the loss is heavy, and the silence screams your name. And all I hear are the echoes of yesterday, a symphony of heartbreak that will never fade. The sharpest pain is knowing that you're breathing free, while every single breath I take still chokes on you and me. Oh, frozen, holding its last breath. I still trace the lines of a future we designed, but the architect is gone, and nothing here feels mine. I wrote 100 pages, never sent a single one. Just folded paper confessions, hiding from the sun. I guess the silence speaks louder than my loudest plea. My heart is a prison of the unsent letter. My heart is a prison of the unsent letter. 1,000 things unsaid that make the ending bitter. I'm trapped between the if only and the nevermore, knocking on the memory of a bolted hollow door. Tell me, how does time move on when your whole world stands still? The highway stretches endless, but it leads me back to you. Every city light I pass is just a shade of blue. They say that distance heals, but distance only lies. It only magnifies the lonely in my eyes. You are the reason for the stars I cannot see, the beautiful ghost of who I used to be. I need one simple answer whispered through the wire. Was I worth the cost of setting my soul on fire? My heart is a prison of the unsent letter. 1,000 things unsaid that make the ending bitter. I'm trapped between the if only and the nevermore, knocking on the memory of a bolted hollow door. Tell me, how does time move on when your whole world stands still? The minute hand is frozen, still holding its last breath. I finally packed the pictures, put them in a box. Didn't burn the bridge, but I changed all the locks. It's been 1,000 mornings since you left me here to mend, but the healing isn't happening, the silence doesn't end. I used to wait for lightning, hoping you'd crash the door. Now I just watch the sunrise, knowing you won't call anymore. yesterday, walking with someone new. My heart didn't break again, it just remembered you. No anger, no tear, just a dull metallic ache. That's the price you pay for every chance you take. They say that time will fix this, but time is just a thief. It only steals the hope, leaving nothing but the grief. I don't want you back, I just want the memory to sleep. A promise that my shattered soul could finally keep. Just a beautiful mistake in the cold light of day. To reach, there are unspoken words that only the shadows teach. This silence here is heavy, heavier than stone, a crushing weight of quiet I know carry all alone. I used to count the reasons why we but the arithmetic of pain doesn't make sense at all. Now I count the seconds till the memory lets me sleep. I count the space you left is where a new lets me sleep. And then the weight of the silence lie, the calm before the thunder that you let pass us by. You promised me forever with the breath that stole my name, and now the only comfort is the ashes of the flame. I didn't see the dark clouds gathering above. I only heard the whispers of a desperate love. I guess the final lesson that you taught me well. You didn't just leave me, you left a hurricane, 1,000 broken pieces scattered in the driving rain. I'm caught inside the wreckage of the storm you left behind, a hollow monument to the passion we couldn't bind. The wind still screams your warning through every broken pane. I try to rebuild safety, but the walls keep caving in. You said you needed space, but you demanded war. And now the only thing that's standing is the pain I can't ignore. I'm tired of the healing, tired of the fight. I just wanna surrender to the darkness of the night. But every time I close my eyes, your face is burning bright. Was the fire worth the cost of losing all the light? You didn't just leave me, you left a hurricane, 1,000 broken pieces scattered in the driving rain. I'm caught inside the wreckage of the storm you left behind, a hollow monument to the passion we couldn't bind. The storm you left behind, it's still raging clock hands on my watch, they haven't moved since 4 It was exactly then you walked right out the door. I stare at the ceiling, counting the cracks on the white, praying for the morning, but dreading the fading light. This heart is a museum, only for the ghosts of you. And every midnight hour screams the things we couldn't do. I've got 6 minutes left before the sun goes down for good. 6 minutes to undo the things I misunderstood. Oh, give me 6 minutes to midnight. I beg you, turn the dial. Let me fix the fracture that broke us for a while. This pain is a wildfire tearing through my chest. You left me shattered standing here, put my agony to the test. I'm drowning in the ocean of the tears I can't cry out. They tell me I must let go, that freedom will begin. But freedom is just a word for the emptiness within. I burned the photo albums, but the images on my brain. I traded all our laughter for this hurricane of rain. Don't you dare tell me that this was worth the sacrifice. You built the temple, then you crushed it under ice. I would trade the whole wide world for one more single chance. I am a scar waiting for your hand to heal. A final broken promise that this heart can't feel. Oh, give me 6 minutes to midnight. I beg you, turn the dial. Let me fix the fracture that broke us for a while. This pain is a wildfire tearing through my chest. You left me shattered standing here, put my agony to the test. I'm drowning in the ocean of the tears I can't cry out. Oh, give me 6 minutes to midnight. I beg you, turn the dial. Let me fix the fracture that broke us for a while. This pain is a wildfire tearing through my chest. You left me shattered standing here, put my agony to the test. I'm drowning in the ocean of the tears I can't cry out. The clock hands are frozen. 6 minutes, 6 minutes to midnight. Down the roads we used to know, I only count the winters and the places I can go. The mirror shows a stranger with a tired line around the eyes. That's the architect of sorrow beneath the broken sky. heart will mend itself, but mine has learned to wear the empty space you left me as a memory of despair. If healing means forgetting, then I don't want to heal. Is this the final truth about the love that felt so real? I am not broken, I am simply rearranged, a permanent museum for the things that cannot be changed. This silence is the measure of the weight you left behind, the beautiful disaster that defines this newer mind. I carry the scar now, like a star that doesn't fade. I see couples laughing, oblivious to the cost. They don't know the currency of everything we lost. I will walk into the future with your shadow by my side, not as a haunted victim, but as the tide that keeps the tide. This is my last confession, whispered to the cold and gray. The pain will never vanish, it just learns a different way. So let the music stop, let the curtain finally fall. I accept the truth now, you were worth losing it all. This silence is the measure of the weight you left behind, the beautiful disaster that defines this newer mind. The pain will never vanish, it just learns a different way.